Hello, my darlings. My name is Victoria, and this is Veritas Tarot. I'm going to do your daily mini reading for you. I'm using a brand new little deck of cards that is called Avalon. Some of you may know, but Avalon is the place. It's all to do with King Arthur and the myths of King Arthur and Excalibur, the sword. And Avalon was the place that King Arthur and his knights were taken to upon their death. So it is a beautiful sort of island, a mystery island. And I think that Avalon comes from the Welsh word aval, which I think is apple. So apple is truth. It's the seeds of truth. It's things will fall into your lap when they're ready to, when things are well-rounded, where they're ripe and they're ready. So apples have a lot of spiritual meaning, but I was just going to touch upon that. So let's see what wants to come out from you from this lovely little deck and see what messages are there for you. For those of you, as you know, if you resonate, you're simply remembering in divine timing what you already know within your soul. For those of you this doesn't resonate with, it simply means it wasn't for you at this time, but there'll always be a reading out there for you at exactly the right time as guided by spirit. Thank you as ever for all your wonderful comments and your subscribes. I am so very, very grateful. That beautiful exchange of energy between us. And if you wish for a private reading, you can do so by clicking on the link below in the description box. So let's see what wants to come out for you. Thank you, Spirit. What's come out for you? So, oh goodness, you've got two cards here. So you've got this stag has appeared for you. Look at this. Isn't that extraordinary? And it says on the back of the card, honor your commitments, be loyal to your soul's longings. This is where you will find joy. And I want to see also what else has come out. We have here this card here. And this says, it is only when you accept vulnerability that we are truly brave. Rise above your fears. And on the bottom of the deck, we have this card. And it says, let go of who you think you should be and embrace who you are. So I want to talk about that first for you. Let go of who you think you should be and embrace who you are. Should is a word that is not really designed to help us, is it? Because when we should do something, either we are just not wanting to do it, or it fills us with a guilt that we haven't done something, and therefore we are not feeling that desire and that urge to do that. But should also in this context, let go of who you think you should be. So we are, as human people, people means person, person is persona. We have created for ourselves within the ego identity part of us, within the part that sees itself as separate from all that is, an identity, a caricature of ourselves that is not really complete, is not really whole. And it is, for the most part, based, I'm so sorry about Daisy snoring, on what we think we are, what we feel we may be in relation to others, what we've been told by others from a little tiny person who's very much focused on creating their own identity and making sure it's consistent, because that's what we're told. And so therefore we end up having a very incomplete picture of ourselves. And we then end up berating ourselves or feeling guilty that we're not quite who we should be. We should be taller, we should be thinner, we should be fatter, we should be more outgoing, we should be this, we should be that. And none of it is conducive to self-love. And so this says, let go of who you think you should be and embrace who you are. Embrace. Isn't that a wonderful word if you think about it? Embrace you, give yourself a hug, say you are amazing. You are exactly who you're meant to be. You are the magic of life itself. This is who you intended as a soul to be, exactly who you are. So embrace that person, that persona, but also embrace the inner essence of you. Self-love, my darling, is love for yourself. Yourself is the essence of you, the soul essence of you, the piece that is all there is. And so in the embracing who you are loving and you are empowered because you trust and know that whatever your ego mind has told you about who you should be, which is generally based on either your cloudy perceptions of the past or other people's cloudy perceptions and stories of the past, it's not true. It's not the truth. It's not the Excalibur truth. It's the truth of who you are, is that you are like the life force itself. You are God, the universe experiencing itself. Now, in order to experience itself, it has to be more than two. There has to be a duality of sorts. I'm sorry about next door's dog. And so the opportunities that you've been given, the experiences that you've been given, are in order for you in your, as I now like to call it, your game of hide and seek. The universe is having a game of hide and seek with itself to find out who you truly are, to find out it's all there within you, this beautiful connection to source energy. So let go of who you think you should be and embrace who you are. And also who you think you should be is who you think you should be in relationship to other people. Forget about the relationship with other people for a second and focus on the relationship you have with yourself. Really important. And then you've got, honor your commitments, be loyal to your soul's longing. This is where you will find joy. So whatever you have a soul yearning for, whatever, do you see this white stag almost sniffing the air, knowing there's something out there? See how tall and strong and proud this white stag looks. Now, this is representing a very wise old soul in you. The white stag is a symbol of deep connection to source energy, a deep, noble cause, something that is to be admired, something that is to be seen and recognized as a necessary path forward for yourself. So this card, and you've got here this new moon, this new cycle, this is asking you to take those steps forward into the great unknown, out of the boundaries that you have put around yourself. And thank you to the lovely reading I did today, where we talked about that. Because we all create boundaries around ourselves, these energetic boundaries, and the universe can only bring to us what in our area of belief. So push down, suspend disbelief at this time, and step forward with trust and faith that whatever guidance you are receiving at this time, this is not coming from your ego, this is coming from source energy. Guidance and insight and understanding is source energy, my darling. So therefore it is your soul's path. So honor your commitments. You've made a commitment. This is a commitment to yourself. Commit now to doing what is right for you, because what is right for you is therefore right for everybody else around you. Be loyal to your soul's longings. Be loyal. And loyalty comes from respect, doesn't it? And understanding and appreciation and a partnership and a wish to do the long journey, to enjoy and to do the long journey with joy in your heart. This is where you will find joy. And then you've got this little card about the tree, and it's got the little fox there, and there's a little labyrinth, it looks like, underneath. So it is only when we accept vulnerability that we are truly brave. Rise above your fears. When we are vulnerable, we are opening ourselves up to the unknown. When we are vulnerable, we are making a conscious decision to not know it all. We're making a conscious decision to say, do you know what? I don't understand all of this, but I'm willing to understand. I'm willing to look further. I'm willing to seek further. I'm willing to take those extra steps. I'm willing to fail, because I'm not really going to fail. I'm just going to learn new ways of doing things. Failure is an extraordinary way of learning and remembering and seeing different out of challenges come growth. And this is what the fox represents, that you will see solutions to things that were otherwise, before you saw a block, suddenly it's actually a solution for something else. And the thing about the labyrinth in this card, Labyrinth is a sort of, it's a symbol of meditation. It's a symbol of sitting there in stillness, because it represents a sort of wholeness. Let me show you this again. It represents the sort of the purposeful journey that we're on, but we are meandering. Okay, so we are source energy having that game of hide and seek with itself, and we're taking responsibility for that game. We're going to have some fun, and we're also going to get a bit scared sometimes because we don't know where we are and we're lost. But within that space, we're meandering back home to ourselves. And so this is the whole purpose of this game of hide and seek. It's a meandering but purposeful journey for you at this time. And it's effectively, you're going to the center of yourself. You're making the within part of yourself the most important aspect. You are venturing within. You are going to the deepest, darkest corners of yourself. You are interested. You want to understand. And you want to experience what it is like to have more of an understanding of yourself, for yourself, in relation to yourself and your connection with yourself, but also with others as well. And all of this can only come about when you go within. And it is about really standing back and looking and observing things and looking to understand, not just to reply or to react, but to actually truly understand. And this is a journey of discovery with you, because it's allowing you to interconnect what is in the sort of physical realms to connect with the spiritual realms. And that's what the sort of labyrinth symbol means. Now, what I also love to see on this card is that it's within the roots of this tree system. And this tree for me looks like it's been there for many, many years. So this may have been a longer journey than you might have otherwise wanted, but try to not look at it as a journey per se. Try to look at it as a game of hide and seek, and a very long game of hide and seek, and a very long game of discovery of yourself. But what you've done within this space is created a very strong foundation for yourself. And trees can't grow unless they've created a very strong foundation for themselves. And what is now happening, and this is where Spirit wants you to be open and vulnerable enough that this could go wrong, whatever it is you're looking to do. This could all go pear-shaped for you. But actually, it was meant to, because within that, there will be some beautiful nuggets of gifts for you in terms of your understanding, your soul's longing, your joy, your embracing for who you are, you getting up again. I mean, but it says this is when we are truly brave. Rise above your fears. So fear can be very constrictive. Fear can keep us within the parameters, within the energetic structure that we are in. Step beyond that now. Walk through that now. That is just the ego, not quite sure of the full picture. It's the hang up that we have about ourselves. Within this beautiful unknown, within the extension of the energetic structure you've created for yourself, there is infinite of everything, infinite abundance. There is harmonious miracles there. It is all there for you. And you will, because of the fox here, you will be shown the solutions to things. You will be given the answers at the right time. I'm sorry, just move that. You will be given the answers at the right time. But it is when we accept vulnerability, when we have an acceptance for the fact that we can't control this. We are life itself, just like nature. We are experiencing ourselves, and it is constantly moving, and it is constantly changing, and it is constantly flowing. And when we resist and try and hold back, the universe is only going to push us further, because we are part of the universe. We are as the wave is to the ocean, so it has to move. So go with that ease of flow. Trust whatever it is at this moment in time that you're feeling pretty nervous about and a bit vulnerable about. Walk through that and see what happens. See what happens, because those branches of those trees are going to expand. They're going to grow. This is your expanded structure. And all those that are meant to come in for you, all different types of people, etc., will all come in for you. But you have to give yourself a chance. You have to let go of who you think you should be and embrace who you are. And there is a yearning within you, but it is a loyal, noble cause, whatever it is you're looking to do. And Spirit is saying this is where you'll find joy, because the joy of doing what your soul's intent is going to bring you on a lovely, meandering, purposeful journey back home to yourself. So I trust this has resonated, trust this has helped those that this has resonated with. I look forward to doing you another reading tomorrow. I've got some other new cards, so I'm looking forward to doing those for you. But in the meantime, have a very lovely rest of the day and evening. Take care, my darlings. Bye-bye.